Welcome back to Black Girl Magic Minute. I'm Taylor Cassidy.
We need black queens on the TV screen and behind the scenes. Melanated women know what that really means. You need to be seen. They run the world full throttle. Pretty black faces, more than a model.
Now for a moment, go back to your childhood and think about that time you were riding in a car, you were picked up from daycare, taekwondo, ballet, wherever you went, and you were driving home. The windows were down, it was almost summertime, and then all of a sudden you drive by that one McDonald's that's about 3 blocks away from your house, and the car is filled with the scent of crispy, fresh, fluffy fries. And you sniff it and you think to yourself, Mama, may we please turn around and go and get McDonald's fries? And she turns around and says, there's food at home. Ooh, We all remember that phrase. Well, the TikToker and food blogger that I'm talking to today is giving a whole new meaning to that saying. Today we are talking to August, a food blogger on TikTok with the handle There's Food at Home. Hey August, how are you?
Hey, I'm doing good. How you doing, girl?
I'm so good. I'm excited for this. So tell me the last meal that you cooked.
So the last meal that I made a butter shrimp. I'm not sure if you're familiar with butter chicken. It's the Indian dish. I actually followed one of my friend's recipes, who's a fellow food blogger. It was so good.
If you could use any ingredient in the world, like the rarest ingredient, I don't know, the rarest one I think I can think of is like truffle. If you could use any kind of ingredient like that, what would you use and what would you make with it?
So for me, I'm not really into like rare ingredients and like expensive ingredients, I would say, because I'm all about accessibility and being able to cook with, local ingredients. But if I had to choose, it would be white truffle. It's so expensive. I've never tasted it. Everyone raves about it. And I would just make like a mushroom risotto with it and like put it on top.
That's some mushroom risotto.
I love making mushroom risotto.
Well, I love what you said. You said that you love making things accessible, and that makes me think of your handle, There's Food at Home. And whenever you hear that, you think of that phrase that a parent would say to you every time you ask for some McDonald's or some fast food. Hey, there's food at home. But whenever you go onto your account, you see these meals that they look delectable. So I want to ask, like, of all the things you could have named your blog, why name it There's Food at Home?
Well, I didn't want to have the typical food creator name like August Cooks or like August Eats. I wanted something that was relatable to people, something that we've heard before. And I'm like, you know what? Let me just go for it. I think it's really good. I told a few of my friends, they were like, that's a really good name. And then that's just where it blossomed from. Because I was like, people are going to relate to this one. Like everyone's heard it. No matter your background, wherever you're from, your parent or someone has told you there's food at home at some point.
It does relate with everybody. And it's crazy because the most creative ideas, sometimes they linger there for 2 days. And sometimes you can be like scared to like take that jump and go for it. But I'm so glad that you did because I love that name.
Can I get a McFlurry, please?
My flurry not working for my flurry.
This always happens. I told y'all there's food at home. Let's make an Oreo McFlurry. Crush up your Oreos, but leave a little bit in the blender because unlike McDonald's, we're going to mix it up. Vanilla ice cream, a little bit of heavy cream or milk, and blend it up. If you want it extra thick, make sure the ice cream is extra frozen. The little crumbly Oreos is the best part, don't lie. Share and follow for more recipes and ideas.
I want to get into your beginnings. I read on your blog that you found your love of cooking with your grandma. Can you tell us a story, if you have one, if you were like with your grandma and you just thought of a moment where, oh, so this is my passion, I love this. Is there a specific story?
I just remember her buying me a step stool so I could cook with her, reach the counter, reach the stove. I would help her pick out recipes for us to make together. She would have this little recipe box and all her recipes were written on postcards. And sometimes she would have clippings out of magazines and just the memories of just cooking together with her. And it's not just my grandmother who inspired me cooking. I think it's my entire upbringing. Just being born and raised in New York City, I was around a lot of different cultures. On the weekends, I would go to my dad's house and he would always take me out to eat. We would go to Indian restaurants, Italian restaurants, Japanese, you name it. I think that all like just cultivated into who I am as a person today and just like my passion for food.
You can see all of those cultures that you learned about in your cooking. Like whenever you go onto your blog, you see like every kind of dish. And that's so amazing because not only can you get and try all these different cultures, but you can do it with the food you have at home with what you have. And that's crazy. Like, that's talent. That's some talent right there. But in addition to making these amazing recipes and sharing them online, you're a business owner. And when I found that out, I was like, okay. You own one restaurant and then you co-own another one. Can you tell me about that?
Right. So let me just backtrack a little bit. I've always worked in hospitality. Like once I graduated high school, I always worked in restaurants and hotels. And then my husband, he has a very entrepreneurial spirit, and he wanted to start his own business. So we started a food business together. So our first food business actually was called 𝓂𝓾'𝓮, and we sold artisanal funnel cakes. So we had like red velvet funnel cake, apple pie funnel cake. Yeah, it was really cool. But it wasn't as successful as we wanted it to be. And then we came up with John's Juice, and we launched John's Juice in 2017, and it was just like an instant hit. We were featured in Insider, and then we also do a lot of the major music festivals. So we do Gov Ball every year, 𝓫𝓾𝓮, Firefly, and then about 2 years ago we started Fluffies with a few of our friends, and that's where we do Japanese style pancakes. We have a pastry chef for that. It's really been successful. We do a lot of festivals with that brand as well.
That's amazing. I looked at these restaurants and I was like, I want to eat there. That looks so good. Like, you express yourself with such great passion online, and then you still hold these businesses together. It's amazing. And to the person out there who may be wondering, I really want to start this business, or I want to pursue my passion, but I don't know where to start, what is a value that you can tell them that is really important for you to hold?
Make sure you're starting it for the right reasons. Make sure it's your passion and you're not doing it just for money, or you will burn out, and that's not good. We don't want that. And a lot of people don't realize that owning a business is a lot of hard work. You're responsible for making your own money. You know, you can have a job, and I think that's great, but you know where your paycheck is coming from. It's like a sense of comfort, stability. But when you're a business owner, it's like you're in control of your money. You're like, as much work as you put in is what you're going to get out. And then there's some days where you'll put in a lot of work and you don't get anything out of it, and you'll be ready to give up, but you can't. So as long as you're really passionate about what you're doing, you should succeed.
I have one more question. So on your social media, you also focus on the aspect for, the college students. You focus on the financial aspect of cooking and balancing well eating with managing your money. And I look at those videos a lot too, because I need to get off of DoorDash. I need to get off of Uber Eats. I'm trying to save that money, What are misconceptions that some people hold about having a budget and eating well at the same time?
I think the biggest misconception is that it can't be done. So I feel like a lot of people think that you cannot eat well on a budget, and you really can. You don't have to go to like an organic store to get organic food. You could go to a local market, and you just have to really take out the time to plan what you want to make for that week. Put your takeout budget, schedule it with your grocery budget, and then you should be fine.
That's something I need to learn. I have a game for you. And so what's gonna happen, I have these cards. There are 3 sets of cards, and on each of these cards, there's 3 in each round, is a food ingredient. And you have to pick 2 of the cards, and whatever ingredients are on here, you have to create a dish incorporating both of these, like a conceptual dish incorporating both of these ingredients. You can use other ones, but they have to include one of these 2.
Okay.
You got it? Okay.
I got it.
Are you ready? Okay.
Yeah. I picked the middle card.
Okay.
And I picked the one on the right. Avocado and banana. Let me think. I would make some type of like sweet dessert avocado toast. In a lot of cultures, they actually eat avocado with like sweetened condensed milk. I would blend up the banana probably with the avocado, and then spread it on like whatever toast you want, like a multigrain toast, and then drizzle with a little bit of sweetened condensed milk. That's what I would do. And Oh, probably put like a little bit of coconut shreds on top.
Oh my gosh, I have bananas and avocado upstairs. You're about to make me try something. Okay, we got round 2.
All right, the two at the ends. Chili flakes.
And cornbread.
And cornbread. Oh, I would make like a hot honey oil like cornbread. So I would just make like a hot like chili oil with honey and then like mix it in with my cornbread mix. Boom, bake it. And then probably drizzle some on top when you're eating it.
Last round.
I'll pick the middle and then the first one. Chocolate and bacon. I mean, okay, we're gonna make a cupcake, like just a plain cupcake with maple frosting, and then we could put the chocolate candied bacon on top.
I'm coming to your house for dinner. That's a full course meal right there. We got the side, we got the main. I'm coming to her house for dinner. Bye, y'all. We have come to the end. I want to thank you so much for coming onto the show.
Thank you so much for having me, Taylor.
All right, have fun in Brooklyn. Bye. I'll let you go.
Bye.
All right, y'all, for Follow of the Week, we have Princess Cora serving up looks. We see that hair. You're listening to the Song of the Week, and it is Ruinous One by Nanana. You can listen to it on the Black Girl Magic playlist on Spotify. Just search up Black Girl Magic Minute, and you will get there. For our Black-owned business, we have 𝔂𝓨𝓾'𝓮. She is a designer, and she creates bedazzled do-rags. Y'all have seen me rocking this, and I will rock it every single day I can. If you have a submission for Follow of the Week, Song of the Week, or Black-owned business, make sure to email them to blackgirlmagicminute@gmail.com. Thank you so much, August, for being on the show today. I had a great conversation with you. You can follow August on all of her handles below and check out her food blog. You can follow me at 𝓂𝓾𝓾'𝓮 on TikTok and Instagram, and at 𝓂𝓾𝓾𝓾 on Twitter. And if you like this show, you can subscribe to this channel to get more magic for your minute. All right, y'all, and before we go, August has something to say to y'all.
Keep doing you and keep rising, y'all. All right, don't let anybody stop your shine.
Hope you got complex, treats you better. Oh, I hope it treats you better, 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 better. Do you remember when you told me that I was the only person you liked? Knew it was real when my mom knew your name.